and all others who played a supporting role in basketball in Liberia. May they continue to rest in perpetual peace, and may the works of our hands continue to bring honor to them and the sport we love so much. Thank you. Please be seated. I'm deeply humbled to have been selected to address you this evening on a topic that touches the very core of our humanity, and that is touching the lives of those who are less fortunate than we are, through a common medium, sports. And in this particular case, it's a game of basketball. To say that sports has had an immeasurable impact on my life would be a gross understatement. I remember times back in the day on a polo court where we had to dodge a plum tree branch while at the same time enduring those hard personal fouls from certain nameless men and to your while trying to make your way to the basket for a layup, a dunk, a shot, or even an assist. Or the serious battles that we would have on the Painesville LBS court, or on Lynch Court in Painesville, Joe Bar, or the YMCA Gymnasium up on Crown Hill, or the Liberia Basketball Federation League, where the Michael Barrow was always number one.
Sure, yeah.
I got a microphone now, Joe.
Okay, I'm a roller.
Or even the LUCUC meet. Well, we know how that always went. We always took it back up to Swakagoose. But I will say that through it all, I've made lifelong friendships, and I've learned valuable life skills like teamwork, leadership, discipline, hard work, competitive spirit,
Yep.
and an innate desire to win. In a world that can be marked with remarkable progress, prosperity, and success, especially in the developed world, it is quite easy for people to forget that not everybody shares in this abundance. Thankfully, with organizations like Great Ball Players USA, this is not the case. For this is an organization whose very foundation and firmament is to ensure that to the largest extent possible, sports enthusiasts of all ages in various communities in and around Monrovia have the possibility of access to a good state-of-the-art basketball court to fully enjoy the game of basketball. And it is in recognizing and responding to these simple needs that the true character of organizations like this come to life. So allow me then to speak on the topic, leaving a lasting legacy in a community organization. As we look to build lasting legacies, there are three key ingredients that come to mind for me: the power of volunteering,
Yep.
the donating of resources, and supporting local initiatives. These three elements are clearly part of the fabric of GBPUSA. And I encourage each of you here tonight to self-reflect and identify with one or more of these elements
Yep.
to make your mark. So please allow me to expand on these three. One of the most impactful ways to touch the lives of the less fortunate is by volunteering our time. Time is a precious resource, and when we choose to spend it in service of others, we demonstrate that every individual has merit and has value. Whether it's serving meals at a shelter, mentoring a child, helping to build a home, or in this case, building basketball courts in underprivileged communities in and around the world. Our efforts can create ripples of effect and change that extend far beyond the immediate moment. The donation of resources is another vital way to support those in need. Our excess can fill another's necessity. And by donating cash, time, or both, we provide immediate relief and comfort. However, let us remember not just to give what we have in surplus. Let us remember to give with meaning. I vividly remember the first time we got the fiberglass backboard at the Sports Commission in Monrovia. That particular time, we who were there knew basketball's time had arrived. Someone, somewhere, made the determination to donate that backboard, knowing full well the impact it would have on the quality of basketball in Liberia and the appreciation it would garner. Decades later, it still has significant value for all of us. The supporting of local programs and initiatives can also make a significant difference. These ventures often provide services and opportunities within disadvantaged communities. And by choosing to support them, we contribute to the overall viability, stability, and growth of these areas. As Chum mentioned just a little while ago, GBPUSA has done some awesome things back home. Whether it's the donation of the electronic scoreboard, the donating of over 100 pairs of basketball shoes through the Black Hole Ballers Association here in Pennsylvania for boys and girls back in Liberia. Collaborating with Mama Jama Sports Association to sponsor a vacation basketball camp back home for areas in New Brewtown, Logantown, Barnersville, 72nd, and Gardnersville. Or perhaps the greatest one to date is the current project that we're undertaking, and for why we're here tonight. The building of this $30,000, let me say that again, $30,000 basketball court, state-of-the-art facility with girls and boys locker rooms, girls and boys showers, 94 feet by 50 feet basketball court, seating capacity for 250 individuals. In the Stephen A. Talbot Estate in Gardnersville is a monumental change to the dynamic of basketball in that community. It won't only transform the neighborhood, but it will set a standard for community engagement through sports going forward. And this, to me, is a worthy cause to support.
Yes. Set the standard.
The aforementioned initiatives are a clear manifestation of how a collective of individuals, like those of us in this room, physically, virtually, or spiritually, can make a lasting impact on generations to come. And it is incumbent on each and every one of us to keep this in mind and pay it forward, just as others have done, and upon whose legacies we benefited during our time. Finally, and beyond basketball, I'd like you to remember these parting words. Touching the lives of those less fortunate than we are is not just a moral obligation. It is actually an opportunity to enrich our own lives. And by extending our hands, our hearts, and our resources, we create a world where everyone has a chance to thrive. Therefore, let us make a commitment to make a difference, one random act of kindness at a time. And together, we can and will build a brighter, more just Liberia for all. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and put your hands together for Mr. Binyah. Excellent.